going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we're back for Summertown High School softball action here in Mount Pleasant. Summertown will be taking on the Lady Tigers. We got Adam Lindsay, sidekick here, two nights in a row, and Will Pettis here. So the trio.
We're here, all from the class of '97.
Yep.
Adam Lindsay, fellow member of the 100 Point Club.
I
and
actually
Summertown
had to check.
Sports?
It's just 75, I think. I don't think I ever reached 100.
No.
We've got to get this out before this game gets started. It's going to kill me, so I don't have to say it will.
All right.
This umpire is a really good dude. He's a good guy, but every time I see him, I think of Leslie Nielsen. I can't help it. I think of the Naked Gun, and I think of
Airplane.
Yes, every time I see him.
Surely not.
I do.
Surely can't be serious.
I am serious.
Kids today, they don't realize great humor like that.
No,
they don't realize.
I tried showing those movies to Macy, and she just don't get it.
Yeah.
First pitch, Mackenzie Reynolds.
Yeah.
Ball one.
It's my first time to stream a game at Mount Pleasant softball. Ronnie Duggar Field.
Big ball in the dirt.
I think last year, we were, I can't remember who. It may have been Kevin or we were up in the booth, though, Will. We weren't down on here on the.
Oh, I remember you and Cody did the GoPro setup here last year. The season before, you and Ben Luna were upstairs.
That's correct, yeah.
Call strike there. Pitching for Mount Pleasant's Gray.
Summertown won 7-0 over Lewis County last night. So another district game here tonight at Mount Pleasant.
Mackenzie just dribbled that in the first. Oh,
she's safe.
Yes, he beat that out.
I couldn't get it, of course.
Kind of a swinging bunt. Late reaction by the first baseman there. We'll put Mackenzie on.
I believe, Mark, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think Mount Pleasant was at Loretto yesterday. I think that final
that is
was
correct.
5-1.
Yeah, it's a close game, really.
I think it was a 5-1 final.
Bring up Caitlin Gillum.
If you're Mount Pleasant, too, man, those are the outs you've got to have.
Yeah.
You've just got to get those outs. Summertown's going to hit, and that's okay. But, I think you can play with this team. But, man, you cannot give them those things like that right there. You've got to get those outs, so they're going to hand them to you.
Square bunt, kind of a.
You remember Mount Pleasant at our place last year was kind of our bugaboo. There was two different games where they just came out and got a huge lead on us.
Yep.
Well,
once in the tournament.
Yeah.
Of course, it also didn't help that our pitcher threw about 8 balls over the first baseman's head. That didn't help if you remember that. That was
at the first game, the regular season game. I do remember her doing that. But the district tournament game, they just came out and hit the fire out of it, though.
Yeah.
From what I remember, and in the first inning or two, we're down 7-0, I think, at one point in the district, and worked our way back though.
2-1 count here to Caitlin. Foul that one off.
And they've got some young talent here right now, guys. They're having to build this. I know their middle school team last year was really solid.
Yeah.
So they've got some kids coming in that's going to really help.
Lewis County's doing the same thing. Their middle school teams have been strong the past couple of years.
I think you just got to give them time, let them develop. They'll get there.
Ball it's developing in one of the toughest districts probably in the state.
Well, and it's tough, especially when it's only 4 teams. That's what makes
it's going to be
more
5
difficult.
next year.
Really?
Battle Creek. Freshmen and sophomores only.
Guess who teaches at Battle Creek? My sister.
Really?
Yeah, she's the volleyball coach.
What do you mean freshmen and sophomores only?
Yep.
Their school, their first year is going to be freshmen and sophomores only, so they're going to be in 2A.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think they add a junior class the following year, so they'll be still 2A.
I got you.
And after that, they'll probably move up to Lawrence counties. That's my guess.
Bunt foul there from Aniston LaRue.
If you're Aniston right here, don't get me wrong, you always want to get safe at first base. I'm not wondering if that's what Greg's talking to her about. But, your job's here to move a runner.
Yep.
You're not worried about getting out of the box. You're not worried about see that thing into the dirt. You know, if they throw you out at first, who cares? You need to get those things moved, get those kids moved. Maybe she'll stay in here and put that thing in the dirt, maybe.
Good bunt.
There you go.
That's the bunt you want.
Yeah.
You're played by the first baseman.
Nice job.
Bring up Hannah Jones. Almost put one out last night when the wind was blowing straight out the left field. Hit basically right, probably dead center of the fence.
Yeah.
Left field. Big ball high.
I think you're right, B. You know, we talked about it last night, Mark. I think you got to be careful right here. You got a base open. You know, do you want to just maybe pitch around it a little bit, set up a force at every base? Of course, Anna's well capable of doing damage too, but that's the reason why.
Yep.
You might want to pitch around her.
Yep. Be a stand-up double.
That went right off third baseman's glove.
Yep.
I think she did all she could do, though. That ball was smoked.
Yeah, if I'm a pitcher and a coach, I'm outside. Don't give her anything she can pick up. She is deadly being a pull ball hitter.
Yeah.
Bring up Anna Burleson.
Good pitch. So, Will, are you going to hit the pizza place since we're over so close to that?
That's a good idea.
What's your plan?
I like that idea.
Anna will pop that one up. See if Hannah's going to tag, but she's going to stay there. Not deep enough.
Nope.
So 2 outs now for the Lady Eagles. Bring up AEB.
That's right. These early games, I'll actually have time to go somewhere after.
Yeah.
Maybe a kind of check swing for first baseman catches that for out number 3. So Lady Eagles have 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 left on base. Will just stay here?
Well, yeah, we may not show any commercials today. I don't know.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. All right. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way while we got a lead and stuff like that. While everybody's happy. Mark, I've shown a lot of videos about Timmy, and it's just only fair to quit picking on Timmy so much. But we've got the Valentine's Day King and Queen from 1990. That ceremony they always had at Summertown Elementary School, and you were in the 5th grade then. You were the 5th grade
We've been,
attendant.
11 years old, Mark?
Yeah.
And so, Adam, can you see the screen over there?
Let me see. I have.
All right. So here's and I think the audience can hear it.
Grade and Mr. Chapman.
But there's Mark, and his
Mark
attendant's
Bigg
about
and
a
Crystal
foot taller
Dye.
than him. They're the same age.
Well, the high heels, though.
Yeah,
Mark
I
Bigg,
call it.
Larry, and
And I know-
I'm in flats.
favorite food is pizza.
And y'all,
His
I think the
favorite,
audience can hear it.
Show with Doogie Howser,
Hey,
MD.
there's a guy right there we need
Favorite
to
hobby
interview.
is
We'll get a
baseball.
chance.
Favorite
We'll get him over here
subject
between the
is
next
social
interview.
studies, and says when he grows
Trevor
up, he
Brewer.
wants to play for the Oakland A's.
All right. So it just said when he grows up, he wants to play for the Oakland A's.
I know why that is, though. Hey,
The Bash
back
Brothers?
Then, the Bash Brothers, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
My favorite player was Mark McGuire. Always, even back then, I was a McGuire fan. Still am a McGuire fan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Brewers up.
So that was Crystal Dye that he was walking next to.
Caitlin, good play there.
I'll tell you one thing, Marcus. If me and you would have took what they took to help them hit homers, me and you would hit more in high school.
You got that right. Yeah.
Hey, son.
You might could have thrown faster than 80 miles an hour. Too.
You dang right, son. I'll be punching 95. It may not be Ricky Haddock Field anymore. It might be Lindsey Pig or Pig Lindsey Field. But if by the time me and you got done
That's
bashing,
right. That's right. We roared it up.
Yep.
Let's see, Mark. What was your favorite TV show? It just said it. They said your favorite TV show.
Oh, my goodness. Back in 1990.
Well, I'll tell you, here's a funny one. The following year, Aaron Taylor's in it, and as a kindergartner, his favorite TV show was Winnie the Pooh.
Oh. Oh, Pooh Bear. Oh, good hit.
Yeah,
Right
right up the middle.
That was Kenninger. shortstop.
While we were talking, though, Summertown gets a huge out by getting their leadoff off. Man, I know that I would be curious what her on base percentage has been over the last few years, because I know Hannah always had trouble dealing with her. Man, she could fly, she lay down a bunt, so getting her off the base pass was big.
This is Woodard, the left fielder.
I'm really curious too how Summertown deals today. You wonder, are they looking at, you don't want to be looking ahead to tomorrow.
So they're going to say that one's high.
Was that high? Okay.
That's what they're going to say. We'll show the replay here.
Line drive shot to the gap. J.C. Burleson makes the play there. Let me go around the horn here. AB's pitching. We got Greenlee Taylor catching. We got Hannah Jones at third, Reagan at short, Caitlin Gillum at second, Anna Burleson at first base, J.C. Burleson at right field, Mackenzie Reynolds in center field, and then Aniston LaRue in left. Bring up Wood, catcher.
A couple hard hit balls here early, Mark.
Again, that's what they did to us last year.
Yeah.
At our place.
Ball high. And AB, she has really been the games that I've seen and called.
Yeah.
The first inning, she's a little shaky. Then she settles down and nobody touched her.
Down 3-0 here.
I tell you, this young lady on deck can put a charge into 1-2.
Call strike there.
If you can get this batter, you need to try not load the bases up.
Good stop.
Caitlin Gillum again.
Wow. Now that was a big league play.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, man, she has really filled that position well.
Yep. Been a good change there for the Lady Eagles.
Look at that. Saved a run there.
Down. Swinging him in. So Adam and I, we were calling the game yesterday, and of course he noticed all the signs.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we started doing just different plays. This brought to you by Sonic or Boston, Houghton, Durham, and different signs.
Those exports might get mad at us.
Yeah.
They didn't pay for those ads.
Well, we'd hate for them to not send us our paycheck, but
I know.
I try.
Hit pretty well.
JC's got a bead on it for out number 3. So.
All right. Again, that Summertown held them scoreless mainly because of that play right there at second base a minute ago by Caitlin Gillum. That was just a beautiful play.
So no runs, 2 hits, 2 left on base for Mount Pleasant. We'll go to the top of the second. So that video, I kind of remembered it, but my height, I was vertically challenged back then. I was a scrawny little runt.
You were.
Oh.
And I did not know that because I didn't know you back then, Mark. So when I saw that video, I was like, wow, that cannot be Mark.
Well, if I was bigger than Mark back then, it wasn't much because me and Mark might have been the 2 smallest kids in our grade.
Yeah.
Well, so let's go ahead and show Adam's video.
What, mine?
Yeah.
You find something of me, too?
Yeah.
This is great.
This is when Adam was, there you go. That is when Adam played the role of Cratchit in A Country Christmas Carol.
And there's me in the background, Adam.
Yep.
I'm cheering you on, man. Uh-oh. Nature boy time.
Figure 4.
Figure 4. Oh.
That was in the play in front of a theater full of people.
You know there's people at home saying, what does the WWE have to do with the Christmas story? I mean, what did,
Well, we thought it needed to be added in there.
Oh, it did. As bad as actors as we were, anything you could do to take away from our acting skills is what you need.
That was a fun play. There's Timmy Kinnig. Oh, my gosh.
There he is.
I'm going to give him my headset.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to have it. Somebody's out for the day if Timmy's here.
Welcome, Timmy.
How are you, brother?
Doing good.
I'll be back, Mark. Kind of enjoy softball. Y'all know this moves a lot faster than baseball.
You got that right.
A lot easier on me.
They'll throw 9 pitches, and by the time the baseball pitcher gets it back and talks to 5 people, wiggles a little bit, waits, gets 14 signs, I like this speed here now. I got a bone to pick with you anyway, Timmy. Man, that big win last night. I need more excitement out of you. I want
they
you
won't
to
let
really
me get
yell.
excited.
You can.
They try to keep me calm down in there. I thought I was excited.
That was a big win last night, man. I was
Yeah.
really impressed. I went back and watched it. That was fun to watch.
Well, the first 6 innings wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Well, I actually started watching it in the top of the 6.
Oh, yeah. No,
you hit that way.
Yeah, you hit it just right.
Yeah, I thought, I'm not going to waste my time watching the rest of this. So.
Reagan Burleson up. She'll pop out up to second base. Makes a play there.
I was glad to see you back on the radio. How'd they juke you into this stuff?
I've had a few days where I've had a little bit of time, and Hannah don't play again until Friday.
There you go.
So she plays Monday, and she played Monday, and so I'm just kind of getting out of the house a little bit.
Bring up Greenlee Taylor.
That ball's up. Can I argue with the ump in softball?
You can.
That pitch was up.
Yeah.
Go for it.
He called that pitch the ball previously.
The way I look at it is there's 4 of us, Timmy, and if we each argue one time at a time, he can throw 3 of us out. All we need is 1.
Just keep
Left
going
here.
here.
So I know TWSN made that rule for basketball, 250. Is
Yes.
it also for baseball and softball?
Oh, yeah.
Is it really?
Yes, it's for all.
Man.
So they find the school, correct?
Yeah, and then the school makes you pay it.
We may.
Can't come back.
That's what. Oh, you can't come back. That's what they told me, anyways. If I got in trouble, I'd have to pay the $250.
We all know what kind of money you got, Timmy. That's like that's couch cushion money right there.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing for you.
I
to worry
wish.
about.
2-2 count to Greenlee here. Ball runs it 4-1 out.
But
here
you
in the
know,
inning.
I was thinking when I actually messaged Will and we talked about this when they implemented that rule. I said, what's to stop me from coming with a Loretta shirt on and standing over there and yelling and cussing the referee and getting Loretta fined $250 or Mount Pleasant or anybody, right? I mean,
Hard hit ball there.
Hitting a 5-6 hole for a base hit.
Be a courtesy runner for the catcher here. It will be.
Well, I believe your ears were sweating or something. You just headset,
It's like Emily Abbott.
Did you go by and get rid of the birds this morning, Will?
are you talking about at the baseball field?
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. I thought I was going crazy last night listening to that game. I was like, what? Am I losing it? Is there bird? And I walked outside my house, thought they were outside my house.
Did you get hit on the head or something? Just saw birds flying and.
It's in the Eagles, man. Will's out there trying to talk to SRO, and they're just shooting up in there. Just get rid of them.
See a gun at a high school going off. That wouldn't been good. Ground right back to the pitcher. Moves the runner up.
Works just like a bunt.
Yep.
Does give them 2 outs, though. I missed the first inning, guys. We get 2 in the first.
Got 2 on the first.
Jones had a hard hit double down the left field line, scored 2.
Now we're back to the top of the lineup with Mackenzie Runnels. Good pitch there.
Like these stirrups these girls are wearing. Glad to see somebody bringing them things back.
Mackenzie will fly that one to center field. Route number 3.
I guess we'll take a commercial finally.
All right.
Y'all ain't had a commercial yet?
No.
I'll sign us off.
All right.
Summertown Softball on Exports Network. We'll be right back.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
we're back. Bring up Klein for Mount Pleasant, first baseman. Here in the bottom of the second.
Who are you talking about bringing my pink shirt back up? What about Mark over here toting a pink pen, writing in pink writing? And I don't know that you could get any more girly than what we got going on over here.
That's a real man when you can.
When you can do it. See there, Will told you.
Yeah.
That's the reason I wore it. Trying to prove a point.
Ball away.
I had a pink shirt one time for 2 years, and I wore it, and I thought it was white. I'm colorblind. It took me 2 years for somebody to finally tell me it wasn't white. So, well, that's great. Appreciate it.
Swing and a miss. Smoked that in Byron.
Yeah, I missed out on the colorblindness. You know, my dad and all 9 of his brothers are colorblind.
Yeah, my mom passed it on to me.
They say it's in the mothers.
Yeah.
So Tracy, my sister, both of her boys are colorblind. Mason's got some pretty cool looking school pictures over the years, not matching. 'Cause his mother worked third shift and wasn't home, so he had to get himself ready to go to school.
2-1 to count. Timmy, you're a great uncle, I heard.
I am, absolutely. My niece, Miss Taylor Franks, Dana and Jeff's girl, had her first baby. Of course, they're down in Disney and don't nobody get to see them. I seen a picture.
Yeah.
Got a video of her, but.
So Jeff is a grandpa and Dana is a grandma.
Yeah, Dana's a grandma. I don't know that Jeff's got grandpa status yet, but Dana is a grandma for sure.
Full count. Now to Klein. That ball is going to get down fair.
Yeah, you could tell, Mark, as soon as they come off the bat, that was in no man's land.
Thing just flared back over the first baseman's head.
We'll bring up Bella Pugh. Bella playing second base for Mount Pleasant. Call strike.
That picture's up too, guys.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Up and away a little bit.
No, it was.
Outside there, 1-1 be the count.
Well, if you'd memorize these numbers like you do everything else, you'd know what this coach was calling.
That's true.
Be a pop up there. Anna Burleson's got a beat on it in foul territory for out number 1. Bring up Evans, the right fielder. So the game last night, hit in the gap there.
They definitely out-hit us.
Oh, yeah, they have done it. So Coach Burleson is going to go to the mound. So I guess we'll talk about the game last night. What was the key of, down most of the game, but in the 6th inning, they just turned around?
Well, we finally got Tibble to throw enough pitches. Got him out of the game, I think. I think we hit Tibble around some last night. And we just get more and more comfortable, Mark. I mean, every time I think the boys go out, they look like they're more confident. We do. I mean, we've said this for years, and Will gets on to me, and I say it again. We're still young.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got 2 seniors on the team. You got 3 juniors starting. Everybody else is on the field are, freshmen and sophomores. I mean, we got a lot of freshmen and sophomore guys coming in, having to throw innings for us this year. It stepped up real big. Got quite a few in the batting lineup that's, had to step up. You got Aiden Perez, that's a sophomore that has just, in the last 2 weeks, has absolutely been on fire. I mean, just unreal what he's doing with the bat. Keegan McCafferty's doing stuff with his bat this year that we never expected Keegan to do. To be honest with you, it was never what we thought Keegan was going to be there for. Well, guess what? There he is, and he's doing it. So it's, to me, that was it. I mean, just rolling into that 6th inning, we just kept we just kept pecking away and kept hanging in there. And, you know, I think, you know, probably a few people at the game probably give up on us early. And
I never gave up.
You know, Will only says that when we come back and win.
Yeah. You know, and plus, he can go back and edit the broadcast and
Timmy.
add in. And I'm
yeah,
a believer.
hey,
I'm a believer.
Hey, Timmy, unlike Will, I'm going to tell the truth, okay? I'm actually not going to lie. I got home, and when I got home, I walked in the door, and I looked at Hayden. I said, hey, pull up Facebook and tell me what scored the baseball game is. He said, and about 2 minutes later, he said, 6-3, top 6. I said, well, okay, that's it. Man,
That's
I thought
it.
we're
I'm
done. I
yeah.
said, you know, and I went back last night and saw the highlights and the replay. Man, I was shocked. But
yeah, they fight back, man. That's one thing about this team. They don't quit. I mean, as a baseball group in Summertown, which you've always had that with Summertown kids.
yeah.
They ain't got no quit in them. So.
But I think you're right, though. I'm gonna tell you the big thing I think that's really giving you a boost, you know, is those young kids.
Absolutely.
You know, because you think about it. You think about it. First week of the season, I mean, you see Perez making that huge hit first week.
Yes.
Maybe not. You know, Blackwood coming in relief. You know,
Absolutely.
Those
Playing shortstop.
Yeah, those kids getting experience, man. And I think as this year comes along, they're gonna come into their own. You can already see it.
Square to bunt there. We do have a pitching change. Olivia Woods comes in for AB. AB goes to left field. Aniston LaRue comes out. Square to bunt again.
Marcus, if you remember.
Actually, LaRue goes to right field. Sorry about that.
If you remember, Woods came in yesterday.
Yep.
And with a little wild starting off, and Coach Burleson had to go out, and then after that, everything settled down. But I think she went.
She went there.
But you know, right there though, of course, if she doesn't swing, you're probably looking at 3-0.
Yep. You got Green, the designated hitter, 9-hole. You got the 9-hole right here. You got to get her out right here. You can't get back to the top of the lineup with 2 on and scoring position. Mount Pleasant in 2 straight innings has threatened to score. Squares. Don't know about that call there.
Well,
I like the call.
I do in a way. You know, I'm gonna tell you what. You put that thing down, I think it's catching 100% of people in this whole ballpark off guard.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, I don't mind that call.
Square to bunt, pulls it back for a ball.
Did y'all say this is the leadoff?
This is leadoff.
Back to the top.
Ball high. It's 2-0 to Kemp.
Should be Brewer, correct?
Yep, Brewer.
Yeah, this young lady's a player, man, and she can fly.
Call strike. 2-1 the count. 2 outs now in the inning. Squares the bunt, misses that one. She's like, I know I wasn't supposed to do that.
You ain't got to tell me, Dad. I know. I've been there before 1,000 times, kid. I understand. Don't worry about it.
She
Base
will
hit.
get it down.
Oh,
LaRue makes
my
a great.
She makes the catch.
She makes the catch.
What a play by LaRue laid out.
Did you get that on video?
Oh, wow. Play that again.
Let me see it. Will's got me hid behind the dugout. See, I don't even get to see the plays. Oh, yeah.
Da-da-da.
Well, I can tell you, man,
Yeah.
Marcus, if I was you, I'd already be writing base hit down in my book while that ball was in there. I didn't think there was any way.
Me neither. So Mount Pleasant gets 2 more hits, 2 left on. That's 4 left on base for Mount Pleasant. That was, like you said earlier, those are the things you got to do, those small things.
But you look at it, though, Mark, like you said, you know, you think about the Bob Gillum field.
Yeah.
And then that one. I mean, Mount Pleasant may have a lead right now
Exactly.
if both those balls aren't called. I mean, that's big.
We have no changes here for Mount Pleasant defense.
So, Timmy, we've got Summertown baseball's got a few coming up, but I guess their next district game is that with Lewis County, right? And it would be a big one to try to hold on to that top spot tied with Loretta, right?
It will be. Did go back and found out. You know, I said last night it was a coin toss. I talked to some people, and they said it would be a coin toss the way we'd finished, but that is not so.
Really?
As of today, I found out I did get a screenshot of the rules. It is they go to runs allowed.
Yep.
First.
Yep.
Then runs differential, and then
it seems
runs scored.
Yep.
Then a coin flip.
It seems like they kind of designed it to match up travel ball a little bit. You know, that's what travel ball does in seeding. You know,
I think
runs allowed.
Everybody was kind of going off what basketball was. You know, basketball's a coin toss.
Yeah.
You know, they don't go to stuff like that yet, but that's not the way they're scoring baseball.
Well, and I'm going to tell you.
So as of right now, from what I've seen, Summertown has give up 18 runs in the district. Loretta has give up 16.
Wow.
We've got a game against Lewis County. They have a game against Mount Pleasant. So, I mean, it's still up in the air.
I don't like that,
I don't either.
And I'm going to tell you why. You know, let's say, I'm going to say Loretta, but let's just say it was Summertown, right? Any team. You know, you've got, let's say a team in the district's dominant, right? And, you know.
Ball's going to be drove in the left field.
But, you know, your offense is let's say your offense is loaded, right?
Yes.
You know, you're winning 12-14 to nothing. You got some freshmen that need work on the mound. You know, heck, give up 7 runs, right? It wouldn't matter. Let the kid get some work. I mean, to me, it just kind of punishes you for, you know, getting kids work. Maybe in a blowout.
It makes it hard to get them in there.
And then, you know, some games may be a 5-inning game. We run rule, and some
Yep.
games may be you go 13 innings or 10 innings like y'all did with a 1-0. So
yeah.
I tell you the right way to do it, Mark, and you tell them to talk about a fun way. I think you should make David Weathers and JB race. To the fence and back.
That would be comical.
And whoever wins, that's the 1 seed.
Caitlin takes off. She's going to be safe in there.
A great play, throw, but she was there. I think that'd be awesome, though, Mark. Have them, pay admission.
Well, they got a foot race?
Yeah, from home plate.
Like in their wheelchairs?
From
they got in the car?
Run from home plate, touch center field fence, and first
one
that
they
comes
can't
back
go that
touches home
far.
plate.
They can't go that far.
Well, we got to make it long enough to make it worth admission. You know, they may have to take a break in between.
We're gonna have a snack. We're gonna have a snack bar set up at the center field fence. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
We got a snack bar at the center field fence. First one to get a bologna sandwich down and a drink, then they can go. That would be interesting.
1-2 the count to LaRue. She'll line up and got to get down. Caitlin Gillum's going to score. LaRue, no, she's going to hold up.
Good job right there.
Yeah.
Great job by Coach Burleson right there drawing that throw. He come down the line with her, made her look like she was going. And he come all the way down with her and stopped her and sent her back to third there to go ahead and move LaRue to second base on the throw home. It's a great job by him right there.
Yep.
So one of the things that the Lady Eagles have struggled with is getting runners on. Now they got 2 runners on in scoring position with no outs, and you got a deadly hitter, Hannah Jones.
She's already got your 2 RBIs in the game already. I'm going to tell you, Mark, and I know you don't want to put her on, but, I mean, it's the same situation as last time. You got open base over here.
Yeah, I'd walk her.
I mean, of course, we say that, and Anna will hit one on top of the school, but, you know, Jones swinging it good. It's pretty deep.
That would be out of the park. Nope.
Foul ball. She drops it.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
Let's say that's not a bad thing.
Nope, not
unless
at all.
unless this next one lands in the parking lot, then it was a bad idea to drop it.
Yeah.
With her dropping it in foul territory, can't nobody move. If she catches that, everybody moves up.
But if I was that left fielder, I'd scoot closer to the line. Don't leave a huge gap.
Good pitch.
Yep. On the outside part of the plate.
It's Mount Pleasant playing anybody in the baseball field?
They are there. I don't know who they're playing. I don't know what's going on over there. As I come by, Mount Pleasant was playing a baseball game.
Ball away. Not a bad pitch there. Try to get her something to chase, but evens count 2 balls, 2 strikes. There again, Adam. Oh.
Good play. Well,
that
it worked out, her
worked.
dropping it, Timmy.
Yep.
It did.
Yep.
I
But
thought-
you're right, Mark. It looked like it was in the hole.
Yeah, I thought it was in the hole. Bring up Anna Burleson.
Do you bunt right here, Mark?
I think you do.
You got a great bunter with good
Yes,
speed. I
yes.
would. Got to get it out there.
Yeah,
Keep
ball
it
was
out
already
there.
ball was already past her when he's trying to, but out front, get the bat
Yeah.
out front.
Yeah. The one thing about this kid, man, she could square the bunt one time, and that next pitch hit one against the left field fence. So not this time.
Nope. Popped up there.
Well, Mount Pleasant's 1 out away from getting out of a second and third no-out jam. See if AB can do something.
AB had a pop up to first base last at bat. Ball away.
Looked pretty good.
Yeah, fix that pitch looked pretty good.
I tell you what, she has worked in that outside part of the plate.
Yeah.
Ball high. Take all the way.
Do you think?
4 straight balls there to draw the walk. That's another thing. We kind of chat with Coach Burleson. We don't draw a lot of walks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's we don't strike out a lot, but just kind of we do hit when we make contact. It's typically do. They're out to somebody. Need to hit a gap right here. Bases loaded.
And I know from, being around Coach Greg for years, the one thing that just drives him berserk is when you got those runners in score position and not execute. That's what drives him crazy.
Good hit there. That's in the gap.
Going to score 2. Good job there by Miss Burleson.
And that's what he likes to see right
Yep,
there. That's
yep.
a big hit with 2 outs. Great job by Ray. Timmy, me and Mark was talking about last night on the softball broadcast about sponsors. If we got sponsors for the baseball team, would you say them if it come time like this home run's brought to you by Sonic? Or
Yes, sir. I
what?
would.
Okay. You just, all right.
Yeah, if they're going to bring us some money,
Well, we might work something out.
they're going to give us something for
Oh, great play there by the
good play.
first baseman. The end.
Well, we'll have to give a percentage of that to
Exports, right?
exports.
Yeah, that's true.
They got to get their kickback on it.
That is true.
Yeah, they got to pay us.
Yeah. All this money Will's making doing this.
I'll do a commercial quick.
All right, we'll do a quick commercial, then get back. We listen to Lady Eagle Softball on the Exports Network.
Do you have a small farm, a big farm, or just critters in the backyard to feed? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you need to make the short drive down to A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee today. Owner and operator Jamie Ayers has you covered and will treat you right. That's A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee.
Head on over to Shaw Southeast Distributing in Lawrenceburg to find everything you need for your home, business, or fundraiser. To make life easier, Shaw Southeast Distributing now accepts EBT cards. Have a concession stand, food truck, or just your kitchen at home? Leave it to Shaw to fill your shelves with ease. Shaw Southeast Distributing delivers. Family owned and operated. Phone 931-762-7760. Follow us on Facebook or visit us at 1603 Ripke Avenue in Lawrenceburg.
All right, we're back. We was talking about the video that's on the Summertown news and happenings and about the old tennis courts and all old baseball field. What do y'all remember about the us playing at the baseball field?
That field's changed a lot. I mean, I've said it before. One of the memories I had, was playing left field out there, and the left field had a drop in it, if you remember, Mark. And I've got pictures somewhere, and I wish I could find them. Mama's got them somewhere. I need to go dig them up. But of me playing left field, and you can see me from just above my knees up. Everything else is gone because you had to play behind that hole because you couldn't go off of it backwards.
Exactly.
And the field was shorter, set in a totally different area.
Ball hit right back to Olivia. She'll make the play there for out number 1.
Of course, that field when Coach Bartlison, Greg, got there, he completely reconfigured it, moved home plate back, changed some stuff. Didn't have no dugouts, didn't have no gates. It had the old dog catcher gate in it. Was it there when y'all was there? You walked through it like a V.
Yeah, I think so.
That's what was there when I was there. It was a V you had to walk through. It's supposed to keep the dogs out of it. Of course, the dogs in Summertown are smarter than average, so they figured out how to get through it most of the time.
Umpire's down here on first base for some reason. Don't. Okay.
I tell you the one thing I remember, Mark, about that field, growing up, way before I played there. But if you remember that old building down the left field line, I don't know if Will may not know this, but I don't know if you remember, Will, but they had haunted houses in that. And I'm going to tell you, the haunted house part, the scary part wasn't the thing that was in the haunted house. It was trying to get through there without dying, as old as that building
in that building.
Yeah, it was awful.
And getting attacked by pigeons.
Yeah. They don't tell how many pigeons we've killed up there. We used to kill pigeons up there pretty regular, go in there and throw rocks up and hit. Could you imagine the kids today with shotguns standing on the baseball field shooting pigeons on Saturday morning? And that was like a called practice.
Hey, y'all had it last night with the birds. And
Will tried to get them to shoot last night.
Will's going to have Summertown baseball boycotted by PETA. The next game, we're going to show up there, and we're not even going to be able to get in the field. Yeah.
Maybe if they come up there and condemn our building, maybe we'll get something done about it.
You may be right, Timmy.
Because it's falling through.
Line drive shot up the middle.
Hit ball.
For Woodard.
I tell you, though, Mark, talking about that, Timmy was talking about that left field line, that hole. Hey, I know you've seen it. I've seen balls hit that may be 3 to 4 foot foul or 3 to 4 foot fair.
And you couldn't see
they'd
it.
Be called the wrong way by the umpire. You couldn't see it.
Because you couldn't see the line.
No, if
it
you
dropped
stood
off in a hole.
If you stood at home plate, you couldn't see where that ball landed. You didn't have a clue.
Yeah, there's about 30 or 40 foot of the line down the left field line that you couldn't see from home plate.
Yep.
So. Yeah, I think that was one of the advantages. Of course, in right field was a swamp.
Yeah.
I mean, water stood all the time. I can't remember, there was a game, it may have been a Waynesboro game, and somebody hit a hard line right, the kid slipped and fell, face planted. Count 1-1, here's one out.
Woods versus Wood.
That might stay in play.
Good job by Grooney.
Good play.
Be 2 outs here now.
We all just kind of stood up there on that bank. I mean, it ain't like we was in a dugout or stuff then. We just scattered out up there. I mean, we was.
And back then, the bullpen was when they said, hey, get warmed up. You took 5 steps off the bank and warmed up right there behind the deck.
Yeah, you went backwards.
Yeah.
You tracked out.
There was no such thing as a bullpen.
No. And when you started out to hit, you had to be careful coming out there. You trip over a root, you
Yep.
had to drop off the bank to go on the field. So.
Yeah, when you warmed up, hey, where's the rubber at back here? You had 4 foot of grass standing tall.
Yeah. Enjoyable times, though.
Oh, yeah.
You just think about what, hey, look, I hate to give Greg Bartlison credit for anything, but the work he's done on the 2 fields at Summertown is unreal.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a lot done up there, done a lot, which Jason's kept the baseball field up pretty good. But,
hard shot.
Greg completely reworked it. Gives up baseball, goes over to softball field, and next thing you know, he's completely reworked it. All new stands, dugouts reworked. He's, Barry Long and him, and Coach Wyatt got a lot done over there. Then Greg come in and
change up our ball. We popped up to AB and sent to left field.
Basically, give it a facelift. You just think about the time and the work that he's put in. How many years has it been? Can anybody tell me? What year did Greg come to coach?
He told us the other day it was 2002, 3?
2002, I want to say. Then he went to softball in 2012.
Yeah.
That's mine.
12. It would have been 12. 12 or 13. Yeah, it's 12 when he come to softball. So he's been a coach there for 23 years.
Yeah.
Is that right? 22.
Yeah.
22, 23 years.
I wonder what his record is, both combined, both baseball and softball.
Well, we had all that last year. When,
Yeah.
We recognized them for 600 wins. I have to go look it all back up.
Yeah, the only ones he remembers are the wins.
Yeah.
And if he didn't win by 10, he forgot them.
I'll tell you one thing I know, like you were saying, though, I know one thing. He hates losing a lot more than he loves winning. I know that.
Oh,
Most of your good coaches
all
do.
good coaches do, right?
You know, they can. It's like you were saying, you know, a lot of coaches, they can tell you a game they lost by 1 run because of a bad call by an umpire 17 years ago.
Yeah.
But they can't tell you about the 3 wins they had 2 weeks ago.
Well, I'd rather have a good loss, go out and play well and have a
Yeah.
good loss, as a bad win.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, it's frustrating. You go out and you play a team and you get a win anyways, but you didn't do nothing right. You know, that's going to roll over into the next one for sure.
So they've got Loretta tomorrow, Marcus. If they could hold on to this lead, that would leave them and Loretta as the only 2 undefeated teams left in this district so far, right?
That's correct.
We're not sure of the game time yet. I know we were talking, but we hadn't got it confirmed.
I ain't got it confirmed. I was thinking they may have moved it back, but I've not confirmed that. Line drive shot to the third baseman for out number 1.
I had the score wrong for the past 10 minutes, and y'all didn't tell me.
What'd you have?
What'd you have?
I had it 3-0.
Okay.
You got to look at that screen. Come on now.
Somebody's got to look at Will's screens and figure him out.
Well, I didn't know you made mistakes.
Yeah, that's the problem, Will.
Oh, he makes them. He makes them. He's just really good at covering them up. See, he could have covered that up when nobody ever noticed. But you know,
when you reach the level you're at, Will, we expect excellence all the time, not just some of the time.
if you're planning on getting ESPN, brother, you got to do something right.
Kinsey runs up leadoff quickly, 2-0 to count. Hard shot between the gap, first and second. Second hit of the day for McKenzie. Bring up Caitlin Gillum.
You got here at the perfect time today, too, Timmy. Will told us right before you came up that taking us all to the pizza place after we leave here on him.
Yes, sir.
So,
Mexican.
Yeah. Mexican? Okay.
Mexican.
Either one's fine with me. I like them
Pizza
both.
place ain't got margaritas.
Line shot right.
Dadgummit.
Oh,
She's
ball
back.
gets away into the dugout. No, I guess it did go in the dugout. So
Thing about softball, guys, you screw them in like this. Yeah, I mean, you've got to. The gaps are nowhere near as big here as they are on a baseball field.
Yep.
Anderson, like I said, 2 hard hits, third and the short line drive shots.
Don't swing at a first pitch change up.
No.
Never.
Never swinging the first pitch off speed. If it's off speed, leave it alone.
Yep.
Ball low, even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
From Professor Lindsay last year. So.
See. It's like the first woman you see at the bar, Will. You don't wait. You wait. You take your time. You don't grab the first one.
Will's never been in a bar.
You don't know him, man.
Will's never been in a bar.
Ball grounded right back to the pitcher, turns, makes the play. So no runs for the Lady Eagles, be 1 hit, 1 left on base. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Lady Eagles Softball on Exports Network.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
Tennessee Flight Training. We are training the next generation of pilots. Come and see why Tennessee Flight Training is the best way to learn to fly. Tennessee Flight Training. The skies are calling.
All right, coming back.
Well, if Adam's going to walk off, I guess I'll talk. Oh, here he is. This is yours, I think.
No changes defensively for the Lady Eagles. Olivia Wood still on the mound. Come here on top of the bottom of the fourth. Bring up Klein, first baseman. Ball high.
Well, I can give you this thing back anytime you want it, buddy.
That's all you.
Swing and a miss. Blew out and right by her.
Summertown rolling with 3 pitchers this year, and AB, Woods, and Jones.
Hannah Jones, yep.
It's kind of rare. You don't see that a lot on team softball programs anyways. Lindsay, you'll know more about it. You've been around it more than most of us in a few years, but
No.
Good play there by Reagan.
Well, and, coming in, that to me, that was the strength, of
Yeah.
this team.
Well, you got 3 pretty good pitchers from what I've seen.
Oh,
I mean,
you
I know. I mean, and that's rare.
You do.
On especially a 2A high school team. I mean, you're not going to have 3 that you can just kind of rotate in and out.
I think
So in the way he's pitched them to me, I don't know that you may be able to tell me different, but
I think
but that does he actually play like he's got a 1
No.
or a 2? I mean, it's kind of.
Mark's seen more than any.
It seemed like AB is the one, number 1. But, just like earlier, AB, they were hitting AB.
Yeah.
You roll out of Olivia, and they really hadn't touched Olivia that much.
Yeah.
No. I think this really helps if you got this pitching once you get into like district play.
Yeah.
District tournament.
That's where
And
it's
if
going
you,
to.
And if you can make it a step further than that, I mean,
Yes.
it'll really help just because you're seeing a different look.
Yeah.
Unless you have that one dominant.
Right.
To me, coming into the season was the question. I knew your pitching staff was going to be a big strength. The question I was wondering was your shortstop. Losing Abbott, and I'm going to tell you, Ray's done a great job there. She's really alleviated that issue. My other concern was, you lost 2 pretty good bats last year. And you've got some young kids that can hit, but I was curious. Their offense is, Mark, I would say, has played well in spurts.
Yeah, in
spurts.
And
but it also goes.
That's
That's beautiful.
That's a strike. Can you hear me? I don't want to yell in the mic.
Yeah, take that. Before you yell now, you take that mic
I don't
off.
know. You just slammed yours down on the table a while ago.
Well, that's true.
Here we go.
Yeah, that thing is belt tie in the glove. I ain't giving him no credit for that. That was a strike.
Have a strike there. I agree with that. Full count now to Bella Pugh. Big ball. Need to draw the base on balls there. Talking about pitching. Hannah Jones goes to CA and throws a complete game shutout, 6-0.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, it's just you can roll one of them out, and they're going to perform.
Well, like we said a while ago, that's huge to have. And you don't see that. Like I said again, I didn't. Back it's been a while since I've been to a lot of games, of course, but it's been since I have. Even your colleges and stuff, you don't see 3 pitchers, 3 and 4. I mean, most of them's going to have their 2, and then they've got another one that's going to throw a little.
Pop up there to Reagan for out number 2.
The one thing I always worry about when you have a great pitching staff like Summertown's had for years, consistently, I always worry about your offense.
Yep.
Because you're sitting here thinking, they're sitting, look, we've got great pitching, our defense is solid. You know, we get a couple runs here, scratch them together, we'll win this thing. Well, you know, it's not always that easy.
No.
You know, your offense has got to be 100 mile an hour all the time.
Ball away.
And I didn't think they, you know, Mark, I thought now don't get me wrong, they did some good things at CA.
Yeah.
But I don't really remember, you know, you had the deep ball hit by AB. I mean, I wouldn't say they would say, Coach Burles, that they had a great hitting game.
No, we kind of just dinked and dunked
yeah, but
over the infield, really.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Gassed that one by her.
But when you got a kid throwing like Jones did and your defense played as well as they did, man, you can win a lot of ball games that way.
Well, you know, I know on the baseball side, past 4 years with Weston, you know, Coach Jason Burleson talked about, you know, you'll win 80% of your games if you when they score 4 more runs, 4 runs, over 4 runs. And it's kind of transitioned that way over to the softball side. I would say this year, you know, we score 4 runs, hey, we're going to win majority of the game just because our pitching keeps us in the game.
Yeah.
Takes good pitching to be able to do that, though.
Yeah, exactly. But the margin of error is small. Swing and a miss here for a K to end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base. For Mount Pleasant, we'll step away. We'll take a break. You're listening to Lego Softball on the X Sports Network.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
All right, we're back.
Jones, smile. Thank you. It's going to be all right. It's all going to be good.
Hannah Jones up.
What y'all were talking about your pitching discussions.
Call strike right down the middle.
Jay Chapman, what y'all talking about your pitching discussions? You know, that was like 2021.
Line drive shot, foul ball hit so hard it tails away from the left field line.
I'll tell you guys something. We were talking about pitching and stats. I pulled this up. 2021, you know, that great Summertown team that won the state. They were 34-2 and actually had a tie that year. They gave up 21 runs on the year.
Oh, my goodness.
In 37 games.
That's unbelievable. Ball hit the short. Short makes a good play for out number.
They scored 256. In the district that year, they gave up 5 runs, including the district tournament. But the crazy stat here that I actually did the math on this after that season was over. If Summertown scored 2 runs every game that year, only 2, they still would have been 31-2-4.
Yeah, we got a pinch hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Brandon
that's
will
just.
Be pitch hitting for Anna Burleson. Yeah, that's crazy.
But it.
Just show
That just shows you what pitching staffs will do. And that would have been Kaylee Campbell and Claire Woods.
Yep.
Line drive shot. That ball will be just foul.
Ooh.
I remember the year, you know, Kaylee come in Madison's senior year, I guess. It's when Kaylee got here. Would have been Madison. She was a freshman, and just the help that – because up to that point, we had one pitcher. I mean, you know, he had pretty well rode Madison from the time she was a freshman until Kaylee got there, and just having her there made life a lot easier for everybody.
I'll be pop.
And then Claire was right behind that to come in with Kaylee. So, you know, they went to the state tournament with Maddie and them as a junior, and then turned around and went back as Maddie's senior year, which would have been Kaylee's freshman year. Didn't win it either time. Did get beat by the same team twice.
Who was that, Timmy?
Meigs County.
Yeah, I remember that.
The pitcher that was throwing from Meigs County at that time, she won both states. She beat us both years.
Good play there by the third baseman.
That ball.
I thought it did hit her foot.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Yeah, Coach Burleson's asking if it hit her foot
as well.
I don't think the umpire in the field saw it.
I don't either. I think he might be right, but I don't think you're going to get it changed. No.
You got a replay there, Will. It did hit her.
Did it?
Well, I don't know. The shortstop's right in the way.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but it looked like it went straight down. I don't know if it hit her foot or not.
Yeah, it kind of changed angles.
But, you know, that Meigs County pitcher won it 2 years running in the single A division, and then they bumped her to double A, and she won it again. So she won it 3 years in a row, her sophomore year, her junior year, and senior year. Then went on to the University of Tennessee to throw 4 years there, and now she's playing professional softball. I seen her on TV the other day. She's up to about 74, 75 underhanded. So. As you say, you know, one pitcher can't beat you. Well, she could.
Yeah.
I mean.
And that's the thing about, you know, about softball. You know, there's not really any pitch count.
No, she could throw. She threw every game in the state tournament. She walked out there and threw every game. I mean, it was, you wasn't getting around her to where in baseball.
Yeah.
You know, you can throw one tonight, but he gets 4 days rest if he goes over 85 pitches.
Pop foul. Yeah, we talk about, well, now before the contest here, you know, some of the rules that you like or don't like. You know, one of the things in high school that I think is really good, that 3-game series at the sub-state.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm glad they started that. Well, it keeps you from, in baseball, you know, softball don't really need it.
No, you don't.
But it, you know, in baseball, it keeps you from going up there and getting beat. They may not have nobody else on their team that's any good, but they've got a guy throwing 98. Well, it keeps that kid from beating you and you not having a chance to move forward.
So that's how it is in baseball now?
Yes.
It's a
3-game series now instead of a 1.
But not softball?
No.
Yeah,
region will be a series.
Yeah,
well, I'm going to tell you, though, you think of it the same. I think of softball the same way. I would prefer that.
I would, too.
I mean, because you think about it, you know who you're going to see in a 1-game sub-state game in softball.
Right.
You're going to see a number 1. You guarantee.
And you're more likely getting in, you know, in that softball game, though, you're more likely getting her twice.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, so, you know, I don't think it affects the softball side as much as it did the baseball side.
But I agree. I would like to see that in softball as well. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Lady Eagles. Mount Pleasant will be up when we come back. You're listening to Lady Eagles softball on the X Sports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look.
All right, we're back. Mount Pleasant back to the top of their lineup. foul in right over the dugout. That's one thing here at these dugouts. There's no protection at all. And having a daughter just had her tooth knocked out scares me.
She probably didn't need that anyways. You ain't getting fixed if softball season's over, are you?
Oh, we got it fixed.
Oh,
yeah.
Y'all just left it alone.
That's an expensive tooth, that's for sure. Should have made it gold.
I think that's going to be foul. Yep.
They back to the top.
Yes, sir.
This is their lead off.
Mark, I was a jerk to my daughter the whole time she played softball. Probably the biggest jerk I could ever be. But the worst I ever felt in my life was when I made her pitch the day after she had her wisdom teeth removed.
Oh.
And she looked like a poor chipmunk that had been punched in the
Not
mouth.
a boy, Dad.
Yeah.
Not a boy.
Dad of the year.
I said, kid, we need you today. We got to go. And she went, man. I don't even know if she remembers that performance. She actually pitched pretty well. Worked out, but, yeah, I hated that.
So was that what year would that been?
Oh, man. She was 15 or 16 maybe. I don't know. Okay. It was a travel ball tournament.
Okay.
We
like travel ball means anything. Come on. You know,
well,
I treated my daughter like a princess over the years. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I guarantee you, she got everything she needed.
Okay,
Talked to her nicely.
So answer me a question: who are you tougher on? Who were
Absolutely.
and are you tougher on, her or Kane?
Absolutely, Madison.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
Absolutely.
I don't know. You're pretty rough on Kane.
Oh,
diving stop there, but it gets out of the way from Anna. So infield hit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was a lot harder on Maddie than I am Kane. I don't know that Kane can handle the way I talk to Maddie. I'm hard on Kane. I give him a hard time, but it's nothing like I treated Madison. In her opinion. Now, you ask Kane, I treat him a lot worse.
I love. I've coached boys and girls, and I love coaching them both. It's always fun. But I'm gonna tell you, to me, girls are so much better to deal with.
Exactly.
And
I agree with that.
Maybe that's just me, but that might get a vehicle.
Nope.
No, I'll promise you, girls don't whine nowhere near as much as boys.
No.
I mean, I've done it for years. I mean, you know, I rode Madison, started playing travel ball when she was 7. I done it with her, watched her, coached her for years, plumb through high school, plumb into college, and then rolled into Kane, started it, and I've fought balls fouled back. Keep it at 1 ball, 2 strikes. But
Coach Willer had it on. I think y'all interviewed him in the basketball.
Yes.
He had He said it's hard to coach a kid that's got the NBA in their mind.
It's like
yes.
Girls, you don't have to coach.
Don't have to coach the NBA out of them.
Well, and it's the same with baseball. You know, you got a kid that foul ball, but you got a kid that goes up, hits the ball in the gap, and next thing you know, he's doing the Barry Bonds Pujols bat flip up there, and you're like, come.
Oh, it drives me nuts.
Yeah,
I hate a bat flip.
Yeah, but these girls, man, they were always so. I don't know. They just seem to understand things a little bit better.
And they work harder.
They do.
They do.
I mean, in my opinion.
Line drive shot over LaRue's head. Runner at first kind of held up thinking it was going to be caught. She will advance to third. Hard hit ball there.
You got something cooking right here, Mark.
Yeah.
You're in good shape if you're Mount Pleasant. You've only got one out. You need to at least get one of these here. It's only a 4-run game.
I think you got to squeeze. You got to squeeze and run home somehow right here.
Move that in their lineup.
This would be the 4-hole hitter, catcher.
The question here I'm wondering is, does Mount Pleasant send this runner to second? And if so,
I think you do that first.
What does Coach Burleson do here? Does he try to take that out, or what do you do?
That's nobody pointing out this is Woods versus Wood.
Woods versus Wood.
Is it Woods versus Wood?
Yeah. The only difference is the S, correct?
Yeah, one's a Wood, one's a Woods.
Well, if it was a family versus family, it'd be a little bit
single
more.
versus plural here.
Yeah.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. To Wood square. Line drive shot. Should be a double play. Got one. Turn. Oh.
Mount Pleasant is going to score a run right there. Summertown does miss the double play ball.
I think Coach Burleson was wanting Ray to take that herself.
Yep. Right off the bat, cute off the bat. Tough play. Yeah, that ball had a bunch of English on it.
It's tough to deal with right there, Mark.
Yeah.
I know it's a play you need to make and you should make, but, man, that ball, like you said, with that English.
So Mount Pleasant are actually now bringing the tying run up to the plate. I know it's just in the 5th inning, but got to shut down this rally right here. Ball away. You know, talking about double plays in the MLB, you know, they got that rule now you can't block.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the dumbest rules.
Hey, I don't know. I think
they're trying to protect the player.
Well, and it's not they can't block. If there's a play there, they can. So, you know, it's not that they can't. If they're after the ball.
It's at any base now.
Receiving at any base now.
Yeah.
But I tell you,
a called strike, make it 1 ball, 1 strike.
Trying to turn a double play, depending on where, you know, where the ball hit, where definitely as a second baseman, you've got to almost be blocking the bag to receive the throw. Ball high. It makes the second baseman actually take the throw behind the bag.
Three-one count here. You're one ball away from walking these bases loaded. Good pitch.
Good pitch right there. Full count, 2 outs. Runners will be going on the pitch here. Swing and a miss. Big out right there. Mount Pleasant does score 1 run. They get 3 hits and leave 2 on base. Coming back to the top of the 6th, you're listening to Lego Softball on Exports Network.
If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost anything, well, Tenakee Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something new, or just do it room by room. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? What about a fresh coat of paint? Even a new floor? Looking for dirt work? Tenakee has you covered. Oh, and you can even rent a dumpster from them too. That's Tenakee Properties. Visit Tenakee.com or phone 931-244-4602.
All right, we're back.
Coach Burson had one of his cheer-up talks out here in the circle. Got everybody fired up, ready to go again.
They all sing Kumbaya afterward.
Everybody looked happy when they went in the dugout. That's all that matters. Hey, there's just times you got to do it, and that's something we was talking about, coaching girls and boys.
Yeah.
I think you can do that more with a girl than you can a boy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, I think you can push them more. I think you can ride them a little harder. The girls I've coached, the ones that really want to be here.
Yeah.
I mean, do you agree, Adam?
100%.
The girls that you've coached.
I'll be honest. I'm just going to say it. I think they're mentally tougher.
I do, too. I know they are.
Ball hit the second hard ball there.
Ground ball to second base, get the first out. I think they're mentally tougher.
Yeah.
And they don't think they're good. Does that make sense? I mean, you don't run into a lot of girls that's got this attitude that I'm the best that's here.
Well, I think the really good players girls that I've worked with. They're always wanting
to get better.
A good softball player is always wanting to get better.
Yes.
And even if it's something small, whether it's base running, if you have a kid you're working with on the mound and maybe this screwball isn't doing this, you can talk to him, and I can promise you that kid, if she wants to win, she can get it fixed.
Pops that up to right field. I tell you what, guys, the Eagles' bats have went cold.
Yeah. Well, but honestly, though, Mark, it's kind of, in a way, a photo replay of yesterday.
Exactly.
I mean, you come out, they scored 6 runs in the first 2, and then, you just kind of.
Like lollygag through the rest of the game,
kind of put it on cruise control.
Yep.
Doing just enough.
Yep. Oh, strike. I mean, this pitcher here is facing last 5 batters up, 5 down.
And she's 1 out away from getting 3 up, 3 down here.
Yep.
I'll tell you, Mark, some of the teams I've coached in the past, baseball or softball, you better score as many runs as you can because our pitchers might give up 12.
Well, high school sports ball hit right in the gap to break that streak.
Good job.
High school sports for sure. Girls volleyball, major, basketball. It's a game of momentum.
Oh, yeah.
And it's when you go on, you're have that momentum. Hey man, you're riding high. When you lose it, it's hard to get it back.
Well, and the thing about it, I've told especially in travel when I used to coach for years, when you play teams that might have just destroyed you in bracket play. Mm-hmm. I've told them 1,000 times. We don't have to be better than them. We just have to be better than them over the next 7 innings. That's all you have to do. And anything can happen in a 7-inning ball game. And and especially in softball, man, that ball, and baseball same way. That ball takes some weird bounces sometimes.
Yeah. And softball, you don't have to crush your ball. You don't have to hit homers. Hey, speaking of that ball hit deep.
Beautiful
makes
play.
It like a good play right at the warning track. We'll keep it here. We won't take it, but you can bunt a team to death, just small ball a team, and beat a lot of teams.
Well, and that old team when Hannah was 12, and a lot of the kids we had, you had Hannah, you had Ella Hillhouse, you had Clint Brazier's youngest, Emily. I mean, I can remember tens of games that we won, and I don't even know if we hit a ball out of the infield. I mean, it was just, you use a small ball, you execute, and then if the pitching defense shows up, you can do it. But I will tell you, man, it's a tough way, it's a hard way to play, though.
Yep.
Yeah, small ball in baseball needs to come back.
Exactly.
I mean, I still, I'm still a small ball guy. I mean, of course, I was on that '92 state championship team that we won with a bunt. That's so. I'm still a small ball guy. I think you still got to be able to play it. You got to be able to hit the ball in the right places. It ain't all about getting up. And, I mean, you get a runner at third and 1 out, and you need that run, and a fly ball to right field will get you that run.
Well,
a ground ball to that side gets you that run. I mean, that's I think you got to play the game.
I was talking to somebody about this last week, Timmy. Actually, I think it was Hannah. We were talking about their team. I mean, look, you think about it. You've got a kid on your team that's batting .330, right? Basically 1 out of 3. That's a good average.
It's a good average.
Okay, but bottom line is this: if you need that runner moved, whether it's first or second, third, you're better off statistically for that young man to bunt. Because he's only successful getting a hit 1 out of 3 times.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I would like to hope he can get a bunt down 4 out of 5.
Yes.
It's
ground ball quickly to Hannah Jones makes the play there for out number 1.
But it all, like you were saying, Timmy, it all comes down to execution. If you can do it and do it right, those are the teams that are going to win.
But you got to move runners when you're asked to. You got to do, you got to do the things that you're asked to do, whether you like them or not. I mean, if you're the 3-hole hitter and you've just stepped up and hit 2 home runs in a row, and the coach says bunt, you bunt. I mean, that's you don't. You don't second guess what your coach is asking you to do at any time, and I think that's. I think that goes back to your girls and boys. I think the girls buy into it easier than a boy does.
100%.
I think the boys look at you like, well, no, I just hit 2 home runs. Well, yeah, but you're, like you said, for an average, you're 333. You've done got your 2 today, buddy. You're probably done. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it as a coach.
Another ground out. Yeah, ground out to Hannah Jones. Basically the same play. We can almost put replay. And
Jones making it looking easy over here at third base for Summertown.
But I thought that was a difference in Summertown's 2 games against Loretta. You know, you execute last night and have some big hits, key situations. And then at Loretta, I really thought they just kind of didn't take advantage of a few opportunities they had, you know, to move some runners and do some things. So a lot of times that's the difference in a ball game.
Absolutely.
Fouled away. 0-2 the count.
But, you know, you go back and watch that game. I mean, I don't know that we had baseballs that was just absolutely hammered, you know.
No.
Besides Perez last night, and then, you know, he hammered one out towards the gap. But we had a couple of hard line drives, but them was caught. But it's just placement of stuff is what it was, you know, the way we hit and when they come up and when they done their job.
1, 2, 3 inning for Olivia Woods there.
I think it made her mad last inning. She decided she'd just take care of it.
Yep. We'll keep it here since last inning. What's y'all's record now in baseball, Timmy?
I don't know, like
1 over 500.
Are we over 500? Yeah, I was thinking like we lost, 1-2, lost. 12.
Okay.
Kane and Zach sitting up here behind us. They say they're 500, 12-12.
But that's not
So
bad when you were.
it's not bad considering. Listen, you got a 12-12 record and you won 9 ball games in a row. Now what's that to you?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're streaky.
Yeah, no. That means that you lost a whole bunch up front and made up for it at the end.
But I think a lot of it has to do with the level of competition you're facing, especially, a big part of it.
But still, I mean, you watch our guys, you know, when people says that, oh, y'all go down there and face that good pitching. And, you know, and Coach Burleson does that every year. Jason's going to do that. He wants you to see it. But now you look at us. I mean, you know, I feel like, you know, even in Lewis County the other night, I thought we hit McDonald a little bit, you know, hit him around a little bit. He's a hard thrower. You know, you get Daniel at Loretta, and, you know, we hit him around a little bit. We had opportunities. We had base runners. You know, we didn't get to all the runs that we should have got down there. I agree, but, you know, we did. We're getting opportunities. But you see the good pitching all year. Then when you get to these pitchers that you know you're going to face, because, guys, I'll just be honest. You look at our district.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the best pitching in the district.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, Mount Pleasant's got the Holt kid that's throwing really well this year. And you roll down to Summertown, and you've got Keegan McCafferty and Grayson Burleson and, you know, and Bennett down there. And then you go to Loretta and, you know, Lewis County with Kelsey and McDonald.
I tell you, you know, tough district. Depending on how y'all, you know, how it plays out, whether you're 1 or 2, that 2-3 game is critical.
Oh, it is. It is.
I mean, because whoever loses that game can't get on the laces that one to center field, but it's caught.
But I mean, you know, you look at it. I mean, in my mind, you know, if you look at them, I think there's, you know, out of this district, there's 5 or 6 college pitchers we're facing this year. Yeah. I ain't saying D1, but I mean, I think there's 5 or 6. You got Daniels down at Loretta, got Tibble still down at Loretta. You know, Seymour behind the plate for us last night. He's a thrower. You know, they've got the 3, and I mean, it's just.
Just think if you had Giles County like you did last year in the district.
Yeah, Giles County dropped off a lot this year. You know, they got Carter Kelly, but they lost a bunch last year. They're struggling with some stuff this year.
Big ground out to second base for LaRue. We'll bring up Hannah Jones.
I'm going to tell you, if you're Mount Pleasant, you know, I think if somebody says you're going to take 4-1 headed into the bottom, I think you're going to take that all day. I mean, after that, you know, 2-0-2, the first 3 innings for Summertown, and that's been it, man.
Yeah. Yes.
They're in this thing.
Called strike there. Yeah, looking at it, you had 5 hits in the first 3 innings. You've had 2 since.
Really?
Yes. That will be foul. Coach Burleson is not happy with that.
I don't think he reacted fast enough.
No, he
didn't.
didn't.
I think he ought to jumped up, started pointing. I think the umpire kind of second-guessed it a little bit myself.
Yeah. Third baseman says, "Come on, coach. You knew that was foul. You're just trying to get a call." He's laughing over it now. Ooh, hard shot.
That's
going
to
to make it to the wall.
That's stand-up double for Hannah Jones. Her second of the day. You know, Adam, if I was, I would almost just put her on. You know, she's
Jones.
Jones, she's the one that's hurt you all day.
Yeah, I will say this, though. I think I don't really mind pitching to her there. At least it's nobody on base. Man, they've scared me to death the 2 times they've thrown to her with 2 on. That's what I've done. You know, that's what I question for sure. But, yeah, man, she's swinging it well right now. She's such a strong kid.
Just think what if they would have put her on with those base runners on. This is probably a 1-1 ball game.
You never know. Yeah.
And it will fly that one to center field for out number 3. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-1 game.
Hey, we're going to keep it here, Marcus?
Yeah, we'll keep it here.
All right, good. I'm going to see if I can, if we'll get Mr. Coach Brewer to run by here quick enough, we're going to see if we can get his take on what they got to do this last inning to try to tie this thing.
All right, that'd be good.
If we can get him. Of course, he may take his sweet time.
So this will be our first on-air live.
We got an umpire one time, didn't we, Will? We got an umpire one time last year. What tournament? The Murfreesboro?
Yeah, it was in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, we got it.
I've tried to get umpires. They always just look at me like no. Because usually by the time I try to get them, they've done.
Well, we were set up right behind home plate, and he'd been turning around talking to us the whole game. I thought, well, if we're ever going to get one from an umpire, it's going to be him because he was a real nice guy.
We almost got one down in Gulf Shores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wouldn't go on there.
Just going to hold your headset up.
Yeah.
So put the camera on.
All right, Coach. We'll pay you something. All right, this is going to be hard to do, but we're going to try it. 4-1, you're in this thing.
Yeah.
What you got to do right here?
We'll get these first 2 on. We'll get the first 2 on. We'll go get these leadoff runners on. That's the key. Put pressure on the defense.
I agree. All right, Coach Brewer says we got to get the first 1 or 2 on, put pressure on the D, and see what happens. But like we said, they're in this thing. 4-1.
Well, they got the top of the lineup coming up, so.
Yeah, I mean, you're where you want to be.
Foul that one back.
I was talking to her dad.
All right, seeing how you got Mount Pleasant's coach, I want you to get Greg.
Look, okay, I'm not the smartest person in the world, Timmy, but I got a little bit.
Ball
popped
up to AB in left field. Uh-oh. Didn't follow instruction. Coach said to get the leadoff on, and we got the leadoff out.
Yeah, that's a big one
That
if
is
you're
a big-
Summertown,
yes,
too,
it is.
because that
takes speed off the bases.
It does, but you're still okay here. See what happens. You got some power coming to the plate here, too, if you can get a couple on.
Ball away.
So you said 5-1 at Loretta last night. This thing.
5-1.
Yeah.
So pretty much the same ball game here.
All right.
There it is. Line shot to center field.
And if you're Mount Pleasant here, you've got some pop, like we mentioned, coming up. String a few hits together, man, you can possibly threaten here.
Will over here second guessing that pitch. I'll call you out on it, Will. You got a mic. You're saying it. I'll just say what you say, all right? It did look like a strike, Will.
Fouls that one back. Now here's the replay.
I missed it.
He missed it.
Well, where she caught it.
Where she caught it, yeah, she framed it right on the corner. 1-1 to count here. 1 out. Runner on first. Ball hit right in the
kind of
gap.
in no man's land.
Will be safe.
Well, not in the order Coach Brewer would have liked, but he's got 2 on.
Time run is now at the plate. I wonder if Coach Burris may call time here.
All right, go ahead and tell me, is this Woods versus Wood again?
Yep.
Uh-oh, I had to make sure I mentioned it. Keep Will happy so we know it's Woods versus Wood.
It was Woodard and then Wood.
Okay.
Against Woods.
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, I ain't going there. Because the pitcher starts her wind up, and the umpire's still standing in the dugout trying to put his mask on, and we're talking about Woods and Woodards and Woods, I don't know.
Woodsman's and.
Yeah.
Oh, good pitch there, just a little off the plate.
You're treading awfully lightly here for Summertown, Mark.
Yeah, I think I would back my outfield up just a little bit.
Fouls that into the mitt for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out with 2 runners on, 1 at first and second. Bottom of the 7th inning.
Ball up.
That is a good take.
Yes.
Good pitch, too, but it was up.
Ball flare to McKenzie. She got it. We're out number 2. That'll bring up Workman.
I will tell you now, Workman, I think she's your 5-hole hitter.
5-hole hitter.
She's got some pop.
Yep.
Strong kid. So, I mean, you got a chance here.
Nothing fat.
No.
I think I'd start off first pitch change up right here.
She's one that could put it out of here, so you got to be careful.
She'll just pop this one up to Anna Burns. That will end the game. So, Tigers there, they have 2 hits in the inning, but leave 2 on. Kind of getting the stats here.
But I don't want to ever hear you complain about doing a softball game again. Man, this thing didn't last 45 minutes.
No.
Correct.
Summertown with 4 runs on 7 hits. No strikeouts. And have 5 left on base. Mount Pleasant with 1 run. But here's the key. They have 6. They have 11 hits.
Yeah.
With 3 Ks. And then another crucial stat here. They had 10 left on base.
Mount Pleasant?
Yeah.
Mount Pleasant, yeah.
And then you said Summertown had how many hits in the game?
7.
Got out hit and still won 4-1.
But you know, Mark, I mean, if you're Mount Pleasant, I mean, you know, you're not happy you lost the ball game.
Right.
But like you said, I mean, they had runners on bases all day long.
All day long.
I mean, you just gotta, you're getting there. You know, you just gotta get those runs in. I mean, and looking back, like you said, you look at the great diving play by Gillum at second, the great play by LaRue and right. Man, if those balls get down.
Yep.
Like I said earlier, guys, a lot of good coaches rather have a good win or a good loss is a bad win.
Yeah.
You know, and when you're putting runners on base, you know you can compete with them. Well, you're going to see them again. Just getting to that point.
Yeah.
The schedule says the game tomorrow is at 5.
So the game tomorrow is at 5. Okay.
At Summertown?
At Loretta.
At Loretta.
So we'll bring the broadcast. It'll be a dual broadcast. We'll let Loretta take the lead, be the lead broadcaster down there, and then when we come back to our place, we'll have the lead. But again, it's like Summertown's perfect in the district. Loretta's perfect. Something's got to give them tomorrow night.
They haven't played each other yet.
It may be the weather.
Nobody's played. Maybe the weather.
Exactly.
Weather's looking. Guys, I appreciate y'all letting me walk up and just get on here.
Oh,
I enjoy it. So anytime y'all need any help, give me a holler and I'll come aggravate you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Adam.
Yeah, thank you, Adam.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
We'll have to do it again.
Yeah.
So for here in Mount Pleasant, Lady Eagles are victorious 4-1. Heading to Loretta tomorrow. Y'all either join us on at the ball game or join us on Facebook or YouTube. You're listening to Lady Eagle Softball on the Exports Network.
Going the distance with local sports.